Today is June 1st. We're really excited right now. It's about an hour and a half prior to the Champions League final between Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund. And we're here to talk about that, obviously. Real Madrid's starting 11's obviously out. We're going to get into how we're going to think that game's going to go down. But obviously there's a lot else going down, and we're going to want to get into the whole manager situation, a lot of the different personalities going to different clubs. It's real interesting how that'll pan out. Obviously, there's a big end of the season for both of us. One bigger than the other?
Yes, exactly. Not very fond of how Liverpool's season ended, but, I'm kind of happy about Manchester United's, but I guess, can we start about Liverpool, I guess?
Yeah, you can start with Liverpool.
Okay, so, everyone, I feel like at the turn of Atlas Show, by the way. What's going on, everybody? I hope that you guys are having a good day. But I feel like everybody was under the agreement or under the understanding that Liverpool is more than likely going to win the title this season, right?
I thought you were.
Yeah, a lot of fans did, and
even as a United fan,
right.
I didn't watch. I wanted you to because I hate City. I didn't want you guys. I didn't want them to do the quadruple or four-peat, whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, I'm like, Klopp kind of deserves it, and he put in all this work, and obviously we got hit with the bomb a couple months ago that he was leaving.
I know.
I just thought it was like I just felt like it was your year.
It felt like all the stars aligned because Klopp was leaving, right? Which was so emotional, you know what I mean? Like, it just was kind of like a bombshell, like you said, you know what I mean? Like, we all wanted it to happen. It kind of just made sense. Like, I feel like it was just a lot of missed opportunities, you know what I mean? We really let Klopp down at the end of the season. The players, I think, you know what I mean? And I honestly am still disappointed. We're looking at the City fans, right? The very few, the funny camera angles that they're doing in the Twitter videos because there is no fans. Yeah, and I'm like, this should be us.
Yeah, imagine if you got one other major trophy like that. Like, imagine if you guys you got Carabao.
Right.
Got the Carabao Cup win, and obviously Trent's posting 1 out of 4. They're like, run 1 out of 4, but imagine if you just got the Europa League. How much more hype you guys would be, and you guys let's say you guys beat Leverkusen. I don't even know if you guys were on the same side of the the bracket table, but what if you beat Leverkusen instead of you guys? Yeah, you guys beat Atalanta, then you beat Leverkusen in the final. You guys would be going insane.
Yeah,
even if you didn't win the Premier League.
Yeah. Nah, honestly, that is a good shout. I did want to win it really bad by the end of it. Getting knocked out by Atlanta was embarrassing.
It was because
we watched that game
together. I was so surprised just because it was it just seemed so deflating because you think this Liverpool team has the momentum or the class to just get back to it because obviously you had a few stumbles and it was just kind of odd to me, the kind of capitulation that happened from really at the start of it was the United quarterfinal of the FA Cup at Old Trafford, and then from then everything just kind of spiraled, didn't it?
Absolutely, I agree with you on that one. So I guess, that Old Trafford one definitely put us on a spiral. But I guess to really put it off, overall for the season, I would say that it's disappointing, right? If we were on track and we did win it, I would have said it was a 10 out of 10 season. You know what I mean? Like Klopp leaving, set up for the new season, you know what I mean? Joys, happiness. You know, it's sad that the last time that we won it was in 2020, right? Not even in front of the fans, right? Klopp has brought us everything, right? Very happy. So, overall in the season, disappointing, right? I would honestly give it probably a 7 or 8 out of 10 because of what we should have done, right? And the losses that we did take. I think, I guess players of the season, I would definitely say Van Dijk was up there. Alisson really deserves a good shout because he bailed us out of a lot. We wouldn't be, in contentions without Alisson. I think players like Salah, he is top scorer, he's one of the top scorers, right? But he kind of disappeared at the end of the season. He didn't have that high level, at one point. Darwin, hitting the post a lot of times, right? I think Diaz was consistent the whole season. You know what I mean? I think Diaz was great, right? And I can't wait to, I don't want to put any spoilers out, but, I can't wait to see a quick little monster soon. I'm really excited for the future. We have a lot of young prospects. I'm ready to see Bajcetic, Elliott, Curtis Jones, even though I'm not sure why he's going to England, right? I think other players could go. Arnold, I'm ready to see the new era of Liverpool come through, and I think like the old one is definitely gone.
Do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Arne Slot right now, or do you want to wait until like the manager?
I guess. I mean, honestly, I haven't really done too much research on Arne Slot. As of June 1st today, it's his official first day. Liverpool has announced, right? But yeah, I guess let's just wait until I guess the next video, and then we'll have some more information to talk about him.
Okay, cool.
So I guess United.
But yeah, about Ten Hag, about Man United. This is obviously the worst Premier League season Manchester United has ever had. This season has been completely derailed by injuries because of the left side for Eric Ten Hag is really crucial in general that he has a left-footed left center back, and a left back fit, because we didn't have a left back fit for a good portion of the season. I think that alone destroyed any chance of us doing any sort of build up from the back, which we brought Onana in to do. So Onana had to result in he had to go to just lobbing it like De Gea did last season, which worked out a little bit. Yeah, he did better than De Gea. He had a lot better
wasn't that distribution. It wasn't an old disappointing season by the end, obviously, but wasn't that one of the lead ups to the Garnacho goal or something? Him booting it upward or something like that.
I believe so. Yeah.
I mean, like honestly. Like, we saw the left-footed side thing that he did at Ajax, and that he wanted to bring a lot of players back. I really rate Onana. What's been your take on him this season?
So originally he rubbed me the wrong way because he replaced David De Gea,
right? And
David De Gea he's my guy, big Spanish Dave, makes big saves. He never shaves, but he's come good for me towards the end of the season. He's obviously made a lot of mistakes going into it, or coming into this team, and I think he's gotten, rightfully so, a lot of stick for it, but he's also turned the season around, and I think Ten Hag was right in saying that he's also been kind of like a leader figure, because he's the guy who has to face all of the shots that the defense concedes to, and I think that's been like a big wake-up call, I feel like, for him, probably, because he's not used to that. He was at an Inter Milan side that was structured last season, and that he was able to do his thing and not have to worry about a back line. In the back. Exactly, an inconsistent back line. And we had to play like how many different center back pairings, and anyway,
a lot of injuries.
It was a crap season all around, and I'm just glad it's over for United. He was
probably the best one in the back, though.
He was one of our most consistent players, other than, I would say, Delo has been our most consistent player by far. He's really he's really surprised me, because before this season I was thinking we were going to have to replace him eventually. I was thinking we would need someone like Frimpong, someone who just is more. I don't even know if we would be able to play Frimpong and a back four if we even got him.
Right.
But you get my point. I thought we needed someone better, but he's been great. Obviously, the FA Cup win, I wasn't expecting that. No, I don't think anyone was.
I don't think really anybody was.
I didn't give up, but I was like, I just hope we don't get blown out. Going into I was like so deflated by the end of this season. I was just like, just get through it.
Like, dude,
I just don't want to.
Can we just get over this hump? Okay, this is not get beat up by Man City. That was like the mindset that you guys.
Especially because it was the exact same end last season.
Yeah,
and it was so deflating when we conceded 2 early goals.
Yeah,
so it was like, please, I just don't want. But no, we came with a completely different mindset.
Yes.
Came up, just sat right in the middle of the center, didn't let them do anything. Just literally those 3 players. Rashford.
Who was your favorite player of that game?
Well, one, I don't know if he was my favorite player of that. Obviously, Kobe Manu, I think, for me. I think he played very well. But I think he wasn't super obvious was Marcus Rashford. I think he played. That was one of the best. Well, he didn't do a ton offensively.
Yeah.
But it was one of the best performances I've seen him have this entire season. Just because of the work he did putting in to press the initial, the center backs really who are trying to get the ball through to City's City's
do you
attackers.
think he shut the haters up and he actually showed up and he played today?
I think he still has a lot more to do.
Yeah.
I think in this team, he still doesn't start. If you're lining up Man United's team, you wouldn't say he starts over Garnacho. If you're saying
no, I wouldn't.
You'd probably put Garnacho and Diallo right now currently, and that's what it was at the end of the season. I think he needs to like reestablish himself as like one of our bigger 30-goal a season Marcus Rat. I think he needs to get in that sort of, maybe not even that level of form, just a consistent level of form where he's contributing to the team, or we're not seeing him like walk and be like have a frown face on maybe.
Defeated mindset.
Just people don't like it when you act like that.
Right.
I just want to be positive towards Rashford and United in general. I'm just so sick of the negativity, and people are we'll talk about the managers in a sec.
Right.
But yeah, there's just been so much negativity towards United in general. I'm just sick of it. We have like a whole summer to try. We have a lot of new, obviously, people at the top coming in who have a good, they actually are football people. They actually run a football club, or have run a football club in the past, and are not just financial people who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So that's a big plus.
Yeah.
We haven't had that for the entirety that basically the Glazers were there. And yeah, I'm excited. So that's my take on United. I'm excited. Do you want to talk about
what else do we got, man?
Got a couple of shadows here. Hold this for a second. The managers. So let's get into our managers right now. How are you feeling about Arne's? I mean, you don't really have a take on it.
I guess at this very moment, I mean, the light background that I do know about him is that he's I don't know exactly which clubs, because where is he at now? He's at that one Netherlands one.
He was at Feyenoord before he went to Liverpool. So he finished second in the table, and PSV won the title this season. I think Ten Hag had like a snarky comment. It was kind of surprising. Ten Hag was like, PSV were like something like elite. Arne Slot was like something of like, he was like second. He was maybe like a couple levels, but he said something like that. He just wasn't at that, because I mean, Ten Hag has the actual authority on that, because with Ajax he won 3 titles, 3 Eredivisie titles and 2 cups. So he has like the authority to be like in the Eredivisie,
I guess, I suppose, but no, I have no opinion on Arne Slot right now. This very moment. What other managers are moving right now, I guess.
Yeah. So if you want to just get into the other managers, what we have confirmed, because I'll just rush through these because we don't really need to. Maresca has just here we go'd today for Liverpool. De Zerbi left Brighton, which was weird. David Moyes got sacked from West Ham, which I didn't really think he deserved. Vincent Kompany has just made the jump over to Deutschland, to Bayern Munich, which I think it'll actually work out. A lot of people think. A lot of people are going both ways. I think it'll work out. Thiago Motta, who is at Bologna in Italy, went to Juventus. I just lost my place. What the hell? Hansi Flick has joined Barcelona, which I can't stand Barcelona, dude. That's so snaky. So snaky from them. To keep after everything they went through with Javi's being like, no, I'm done. I don't want. I'm just done with Barca. Then you convinced him to stay, and then you're like, nah, actually.
Yeah, I mean, he said he was done. That's on him.
Yeah, but then they put in all that effort to like get him to stay, and then he's like, he agreed. He said, okay, I'm staying, and then they turn around to be like, actually, no, we want this guy. I can't stand Barcelona.
Yeah,
I can't stand them.
Yeah,
just the way they do business. I like the club, I guess.
I like the club. I don't like how they do business at all either. I mean, come on. Everyone knows that Barcelona's like now at this point nickel and diming for every single dollar until that they can get. History, club, everything. Obviously, we love, but nothing really too special going on at the top.
Yeah, no, it's just AC Milan just sacked their manager and are looking at Paulo Fonseca at Lille. And he was actually linked to United, but it looks like he's not coming to United. And also, here just now, Conte has just had a here we go to Napoli. Antonio Conte to Napoli, which I actually kind of like that move.
Okay.
I liked it because I miss Conte.
I can see him.
I missed having Conte in football in general.
Yeah.
I think Italy is his place. I didn't really like him.
Italy is definitely his. I mean, he did well in the prime.
He didn't do well in the prime, but I think he has too much. He has too much of the Italian fucking
mindset. Yeah,
not even mindset, just like mindset too. But like
it worked with Chelsea, dude.
It did, but just like his personality is so big.
Yeah,
that it's like when it's in the Premier League and he's freaking his shit on the side, like he's screaming, running down the. What are you doing, dude?
Yeah,
take your toupee off, baby.
You know who else moved? Mourinho.
Yeah, I was about to get to that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Jose just confirmed today is moving to Turkey, to Fenerbahce. And initially I thought that was like, it was a really odd move. I was like, why would you go to Fenerbahce? You know, it's Turkey. It's not as nearly as competitive as the other leagues. Not as much exposure. But as I kind of looked into it, Fenerbahce have not won the Turkish Cup since 2014.
Oh.
So that's a huge opportunity for Mourinho to try and get some back.
That's actually a big opportunity for him in the sense that he actually has like a culture behind him. He might actually like really dwell in something like that. So yeah, we don't know. I'd be kind of happy to see him win something. I remember Mourinho. You know what I mean? He's like a classic manager.
Yeah,
he's one of the original ones of Argentina.
Yeah, you know how I feel about him. I think he's one
of your guys.
He's one of my guys. He's probably my favorite manager we've had at United, just based off his. I didn't like the type of football he played.
Oh,
but like I think he's been, he's obviously he's the best. But one thing also, they got knocked out of the Conference League this season by Olympiacos. And they finished in the quarterfinals, so there's nothing to sniff at with that. Mm-hmm. And they also, I was looking at FIFA. I was just screwing around on FIFA. I was like, what squad does Fenerbahce have? They actually have a couple studs in their squad, dude.
Yeah, don't they have?
They have Dzeko, Tadic, Batshuayi, that Krunic midfielder from AC Milan, Fred. Fred's there.
They have a few like what do you call those type of footballers? Like
just old,
bottom of the barrel, like old professional footballers. Like Falcao was there once.
Yeah, a bunch of recognizable in a Soyuncu, the center back. Leicester, Josh King.
You know what? Matter of fact, you left last year.
Yeah, Bonucci.
Matt, if you left the last 2 years, I feel like we have seen a lot of transfers too there. So I feel like it's a good project for Mourinho. You know what I mean?
Like especially late in his career, and he doesn't. It's like a new plane for him.
It's still a high level still.
Yeah, I mean it's still a high level to the point where that league is actually a lot more competitive than I thought it was. When you look at it, you have Besiktas, you get Galatasaray, obviously Fenerbahce. You got a couple good teams in there. It's obviously the prestige if he could, or the legacy if he could get a league title there. Those fans will love him forever. Just like he got with even at United, we still love him, just for his personality. And he brought us silverware when we didn't have any.
That's his catalog for sure.
So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm actually excited to see because he'll bring eyes to the Turkish league, and I think they'll be.
Fenerbahce win the
pretty aesthetic. Yeah, so I want to go back to the Erik ten Hag United issue. So it was always going to be that they were going to analyze because Ineos might want to get their guy in. But for me, when I look at like what they have to do, Ten Hag got European football, which I didn't even realize until today. His buyout to like fire him is a lot more than it was. So that'll affect FFP if it's over like 10 million. That'll still have a bottom line because United are still kind of, pulling their punch. I don't know, pulling their punch. I try to do something there. But yeah, I don't think there's a decent option when it comes to replacing Ten Hag. You have Thomas Tuchel, Frank, freaking Graham Potter, Gareth Southgate.
I would take the Graham Potter. Why not? Why wouldn't you?
The only two I would like. Graham Potter's not that good. He was okay at Brighton, but then he couldn't handle Chelsea. He just couldn't handle Chelsea.
I think Chelsea's just a big job in itself.
I think Chelsea was a shit show to begin with.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have worked out regardless, but I do think that he was out of his league at Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think he was a big fish in a small pond at Brighton, and then it just was too much for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think the only one out of those who I think will be suitable.
Deserby?
I would want De Zerbi, but Tuchel. Because Tuchel's actually won something. He's actually handled those big clubs.
Tuchel?
I don't want him, but out of those guys,
Tuchel
he's who I would take.
But
I don't want
your
Tuchel.
dressing
I want
room.
to keep Ten. I told you
Right.
before. I think we might actually keep Ten Hag because I don't think Tuchel.
Why not?
Tuchel has a bad record with handling the dressing room, and United have a really sensitive dressing room situation.
Right.
I
I think Ten Hag likes being United.
think he loves.
I
being
think he
United.
likes being. I would keep Ten Hag.
I want to keep Ten Hag just because I don't think there's.
He
first of all,
will
I don't-
eventually win something. I feel like.
I think he'll definitely get a major if you
Yeah.
give him time for sure.
Yeah.
I just don't think that there just isn't a better alternative. There's like why go through all of that? The squad's already familiar with his.
Yeah.
He wants to implement some tactics that are with the United way of how they want to play, which is free flowing attacking football. But he couldn't implement that as his style because he didn't have the players to do that.
Yeah.
All of those
He is
players.
missing a lot of parts. Yeah.
The players that he had to rely on, a lot of them just weren't his guys. And so, again, like last season, he had to be proactive. Or not proactive.
You had to be proactive in his formation and his tactics. He was never the same thing. You know what I mean? He had to sometimes literally sit at the back. You would say that you didn't want to play this football, but you kind of had to. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I remember when we were watching the United Liverpool games together, it was like, I don't want to play like this. I don't want to sit back again. Well,
We got surprised a few times this year, dude.
Yeah, we played a couple different ways against the top 6 teams. We finally found like a decent way to play for like each team, but
Yeah.
we'll just need to just start. I think regardless, like I said, I'm excited for United. I think we'll continue. I think we'll start to build like a true squad, regardless of the manager there, because it needs to be there needs to be a philosophy regardless of the manager. That's what bringing a director of football and technical director and all of those other people builds. It builds a system around it.
I'm honestly scared because I was just about to say, you directed of football and stuff like that. I'm scared for you guys' like development because you guys have so many people coming through right now, young talent, and then United is already a hot spot. So I'm already know you guys are gonna have more in this United Liverpool young talent thing. I feel like it's gonna be a thing for the future. You know what I mean? It's gonna be Arne Slot's gonna be stepping into it. It's gonna be like bald guy versus bald guy almost. Like one's fat, one's skinny.
Well, it'll be real interesting to see if there's like an actual if those two, because they're both Dutch managers from the Eredivisie. So it'll be interesting to see if they have real beef.
Yeah.
Because Ten Hag already threw out that comment to the Liverpool boss, being like, come on, who's this guy?
Yeah, he hasn't won anything.
Like, come on. Yeah, he hasn't won.
Yeah.
I came here, people were questioning me, and I came here with 5 major Dutch trophies.
Right.
This guy hasn't won anything. He's coming into the Liverpool. Like, what's going on? So I can see why he did that.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's going to be a good battle.
I think we need to trust the process.
Yeah.
Listen, Mikel Arteta finished in 8th twice in a row with Arsenal.
Right.
0 silverware still. They still kept
They
him.
have nothing.
Manchester, Eric Ten Hag has won 2 trophies in 2 seasons of Manchester United, getting to 3 finals, and has finished in Europe twice. I think we should keep him one more season. If he finishes 8th again, he's him. He's gone.
Yeah, he is gone.
That's the standards we need to set now. Now that we
Are you going to waste another year?
No, it's not really wasting because we're still going to be building the squad. And we don't have anyone else. Let's say, I don't know, we wait a year and then, I don't know, let's say Zidane wants to step back in and he doesn't have a place. I think he'll go back to Real Madrid.
Yeah,
I think he's waiting until
I think,
Ancelotti
I was
leaves.
going to say, Ancelotti looks like he's about up.
He's not coming to United,
Yeah.
but you get my drift. Something happens and we don't want Ten Hag anymore, but there's an opportunity. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it.
But I think that's going to be it for Oh, actually, I do want to talk about this. 2K has secured the rights, allegedly, to FIFA. As someone who is an avid career mode player of FIFA, this is huge news for me because I've been craving. Anyone who plays career mode knows how shallow the detail, and just the control of your football team there is in career mode, and it's like how much depth in. I don't even play NBA 2K because I'm not that into basketball. But I know just from like seeing those clips, I know how much like extra detail they put into 2K. Mm-hmm. So as someone who's more familiar with like 2K and just that game or the company in general, just like how do you think that what areas and what like details and what different functions could be like put into a FIFA 2K game?
It depends for what my career
for multiple for my career I don't know what they call it on 2K, but manager career mode.
I feel like if they're gonna do like a manager thing, it'll be cool because you might get a little bit like just a different aspect. I wouldn't really see like management really changing. I could really see like my player my career type of thing change because now it's like you kind of like it might be like park or like my park with people that's familiar, and you kind of just like walk around like and just kind of find like fields to hop onto and like build like your player's specific build.
Oh, okay.
Right, because
so it's like a general hub of just like playing the game.
I would say if they are gonna do it right, then like how you have like different center backs, different types of center backs, like everything is like it's less like your position. It's more like what type your position, but what kind of player you are in that position, right? Yeah. So like the way that Karim Benzema plays striker is different than I don't know Aubameyang. You know what I mean? They just play different. You know what I mean? So like you might call Aubameyang like speedy striker or quick, quick or whatever. You know what I mean? Versus like hold up play type of target man. Yeah, exactly. Like you'd probably have stuff like that, and you'd be able to upgrade your player in just working them out. I think it'd be dope. You know what I mean? Maybe we'd have to see it right first, because even 2K like said, we can do kind of the same thing as EA and churn out the same game year after year. But I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it's just for me. I was just excited because there can be actual competition because 2K have that level. Because there's that EFL game coming out. Yeah, that's which I was excited for because any competition to EA is good, so we can actually have a good game. Right. Because that's all I want. But that's it's just good all around because it just brings good competition, which just brings good game. It brings good game. But I wonder if there will be like a struggle for like the teams, because can you only get like Manchester United, the rights to Manchester United? Can they only go on like EAFC or only 2K? I don't know. Because they're on PES right now and they're on FIFA or FC 24.
Maybe it's just a FIFA thing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, check out our reaction video to the Champions League final because that'll definitely be down there as well. But thank you for watching Cash and Shodu Football. We're back. Better than ever. We'll be back consistently, and we got some fun stuff planned. We'll talk to you later. Peace. Fuck yeah. Dude. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Cash and Shodu Football. We are currently watching the end of the Champions League. It is 90 minutes plus 2 in stoppage time or added time. The final right now. This game was probably. I mean, if you're betting Madrid, this is everything you thought it would be. To be honest, I mean, probably not.
You said it. You said 2-0
by the score line.
Yeah.
I mean, the way the game was played out really wasn't how you would think it would be played. Mm-hmm. Madrid really just dominated for. I mean, they they dominated on the ball, but then they couldn't really make anything happen for the first 60 minutes.
No, not at all, really.
Dortmund played pretty well for the first half, and I would say for the first 55 minutes. And yeah, Carvajal got that goal off the corner, and now we're here.
I know it's
really
quite disappointing. I would say.
Kind of disappointing, yeah.
It fell real flat. I think Dortmund started the game off really well.
Yeah.
They were attacking. I mean, like I was saying, they had to finish those chances. I mean, it fell really flat. Like you said, 60 minutes afterward, I mean, Madrid just sort of turned up like they usually do. They're always going to come on at the end of the game. So, I mean, I think it went towards everyone's odds, but yeah, it's kind of sad how it went.
It's just, yeah. I mean, you would think I think we're just so deflated because we've already seen this so many times that it's just so stale. I feel like I feel like I'm watching not even really a rerun. I mean, maybe, because remember when we watched the Liverpool final together, and it was, I mean, Real Madrid just dominated on the ball. I remember in that final. And you guys, they really just made it so Liverpool could do nothing. That's really all they did. And I mean, in this game, I think that's basically what they tried to do. And I feel like they just went into this being we're the dominant team. Mm-hmm. We need to go out there and dominate. And I mean, for what Dortmund, for their approach of being, we're the underdogs, let's go out there and take it to them, they did it
they did it for the first
They had a decent job. I was going to say a half-decent job. They didn't do a half-decent job. They did a good job for the first 50 minutes, I would say. But they just got unlucky on the corner, and they just got caught out another time. And, yeah.
It cost them the whole game.
Yeah, so this is really deflated. I'm really disappointed,
I'm
man.
honestly disappointed. I thought we'd have a lot more to talk about during the final, but, I mean, again, it was a really good one. Adeyemi had to get some good chances. They had a really good counterattack of Dortmund, I think, and Real Madrid got caught out from behind a lot, but still, I mean, this is just kind of typical Real Madrid. Their win percentage in the final has to be so high now. How high can it be now? I don't think I've ever seen them lose.
Do you think they've been? They've won 15.
I mean, I guess they've. I don't know
how many.
We got to look how many they've lost. Okay, it's full time, so they're about to blow the whistle. Jude Bellingham's first.
Is it full time? Well,
yeah,
it's not full time yet.
It's full time. Yeah, but Jude Bellingham's first Champions League.
Yep, Jude Bellingham has won the Champions League. Can he win the Euros?
Wins it again. Wow, it means a lot to them. Well, I don't even.
I know it means so much. I know. Yeah,
I don't even want to give him the silence.
I don't even want to give him because it's we've seen Carvajal. What is this for you? Isn't this 6?
Right, he's won a lot. Wow, look at
is this 6?
Yeah. Wow.
If that is 6, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, hey, So then what?
Imagine winning 6 Champions Leagues.
I'm quite excited for Bellingham. That's really the only
I'm
thing.
happy for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for Bellingham.
Shit, did I move the camera a little bit? I think I might have moved the camera.
No, it's good. It's good. But yeah, I mean, hey. Yeah, we wanted to, bring you guys a reaction afterward. We thought that would be, maybe a little bit more action or a little bit more stuff that we could talk about. It was a good final.
I thought there would be a lot more to talk about.
Better than last year, I would say.
Yeah.
Better than last year's final, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, that's us. Kind of disappointed, a little bit deflated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought that we'd have a 15-minute special for you guys.
I know. I thought there would be some
more drama, but hey, I guess it kind of just ended off with the typical Real Madrid just winning the Champions League again. So yeah, unless there's something else that you wanted to pinpoint, I think it's been Cash's show to do. We might as well just end this one to the end of the. Right.
What, 4 or 5 minutes long?
But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that you guys have enjoyed the comeback for Catch the Show Do Football, and then we'll see you guys next week, I guess.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back. That's crazy. What a lame final.